I got to share this story with you. There's a gentleman in the front row, Bob Orozco, who's a major in the armed forces today. He was responsible for bringing me to Iraq about 2 or 3 months ago, and he's here in the front row. Please stand up. And here's the thing I learned by going to Iraq. And by the way, it's probably one of the most life-changing experiences I've ever had in my life, is to be there. And here's what I learned. I would walk up to our young men and women serving there, and I would say, so, how do you feel about being here? And their answer struck me time and time again. They would say, Tony, we're the first volunteer army since the Civil War. We weren't drafted, we want to be here. And then they would say, and my father served in Vietnam. So, it's been 30 plus years since tie yellow ribbon. We've been friends a long time. Would you agree? When I tell you the story, ladies, I want to ask you a question. When this story is over, I want you to tell me if this was fair. Okay? So we're checking out of the hotel, and my wife, Granny, does very well on slot machines. So we're checking out, and she says, I feel it in my bones. I said, what do you feel? I know I got the, honey, give me $100. I'm going to hit the jackpot today. I said, well, go ahead, but remember, we're checking out. So don't stay down there too long. So I give her the $100. 10 minutes go by. 10 minutes. She comes back into the room with the longest face I ever saw. I said, Franny, what's wrong? I lost. I said, so you lost? You don't understand. I lost all your money too. I said, wait a minute. You not only lost 100, but you lost the money I gave you to hold for me? She said, yeah. I said, honey, don't worry about it. After all, you raised our children. You're so great. You cooked everything. You had fun, right? No. She says, give me 100 more. I said, wait a minute. You want 100 more and 25 for the guy who's holding my machine. I said, wait a minute. You're paying somebody $25 to hold your machine? She said, yes. I know it's going to hit. I said, honey, here's the 100. Please, easy. She goes downstairs. A half hour goes by. 45 minutes go by. 50 minutes go by. The phone rings. I hit the jackpot! $12,500! I said, get up here now. She comes up, waving the money, waving it, saying, look, oh, here's your 100. Ladies, is there not something wrong with that picture? Gentlemen? I'm telling you, unbelievable. John McCain's story. Congressman wants me to tell the story. So 1973, I get a call from Bob Hope. I had never met Bob Hope. And the call goes like this. The phone rings, and I hear that familiar voice. Hi, this is Bob Yellow Ribbon Hope. Is Tony Orlando there? I said, okay, who is this? I said, this is Bob Hope. I said, really? This is Frank Sinatra. What are you doing? Who is this? I said, no, really, it's me. Me and Dolores were in the car. We heard this new record you have out, this tie yellow ribbon. And that opening line, that song, I'm coming home, I've done my time, that's every mother's of every soldier's prayer and wish. I'm coming home, I've done my time, and 500 of our bravest POWs are coming home, they've done their time. I want you to come and join me in Dallas, Texas to perform for them. I said, well, I'd be honored, sir. He said, no, you come on down and you sing that song for them. And there'll be 70,000 Americans welcoming them home. I said, well, sir, I'm honored. Now remember, at that time, Yellow Ribbon was not #1. There was no Tony Orlando and Dawn TV show. We were just a group with a hit record. We get down there. 70,000 people. I'm a nervous wreck. Thelma, Joyce, myself, Tony Orlando and Dawn. Are you old enough to remember those days? Because there's a young kid in the front row going, Mommy, I didn't know Geraldo Rivera could sing. She had no idea who I am, none. Anyway, back to the story. So, I go on stage and I start singing the song. To my amazement, 70,000 Americans are singing it with me. And I look down on the 50-yard line and I see 580 of the bravest men I've ever met in my life, since or before then, are POWs in Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos. They're on the 50-yard line. And they're singing it. Except one guy. One guy is sitting there with his arms to his side, not clapping along, not singing along. And performers can get 50 standing ovations, but there's one guy in the front row who's not happy. That's the one we remember. Okay? So politicians too, right? Yes, that's politicians too. Yeah. So now, I'm looking, this guy is not clapping his hands, the POWs are clapping, everybody's clapping. The show's over, and I was so upset, and I said to Mr. Holt, Mr. Holt, did you notice that one guy in the 50-yard line, the front row, did you notice he wasn't clapping along and singing along with me? I said, do you think I offended him in any way? He said, well, go ask him. Ask him? Go ahead, Tony, ask him. He'll tell you whether or not how he feels, ask him. So I walk up, I said, sir, my name is Tony Orlando. I was the opening act in the show. I sang that song, Yellow Ribbon. You weren't clapping your hands or singing along. Did I do anything to upset you in any way? He goes, oh, so sorry, Tony. Let me introduce myself to you. My name is John McCain. He said, I couldn't clap my hands because, Joey, they pulled my shoulders out of my socket. And my arms have been broken, and I'm so sorry. But what you didn't see was my big toe was tapping inside my shoe. So I thought I would tell you a simple story about a simply great American in the name of John McCain. Whatever your politics, let me tell you something, veterans. There ain't no Republicans or Democrats in a foxhole. No, that doesn't exist. Let me tell you something, Vietnam vets. Lately, we've heard this talk about socialism and everything in this country. Just remember something. That 58,000 18-year-olds died to prevent socialism and communism from appearing in a country halfway around the world. Those young men and women did not die in vain. They went to fight so that socialism and communism wouldn't present itself in Southeast Asia. That's why we went. So let me just say something to you Vietnam vets. It's time you heard it. Okay? Job well done and welcome home.